Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Andrea and this is Beauty with Andy. Thank you so much for joining me today. It really does mean a lot. If you've not subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button down below and click the notifications bell as well, and you'll be notified when I upload new videos. So today's video is going to be my weekly Shop My Stash. I've already done my weekly Shop My Stash review. I tend to do them on Mondays and then my weekly Shop My Stash on a Wednesday, but this one's going to go up on Thursday just because I've been quite busy today. It's my birthday, or it was my birthday at the time of filming this, and I've had a lot to do. My mum had an appointment at the hospital, so I had to go to that, and then I went back to my mum's for a few hours, and it's around 11 o'clock at night. So yeah, let's get into this. Excuse me. At the end of this video, when I've shopped my stash, I'm going to be just showing you what I got for my birthday. I thought I'd do it in this video because really there isn't a lot to talk about in a separate video, so I thought I'd kind of do both in one. So yeah, it's like a birthday haul kind of video and a weekly Shop My Stash. So yeah, let's get into the everyday makeup drawer. I'm going to talk to you about what products are going back. I'm not really going to be talking too much about that because, like I said, I've spoke about them in my weekly Shop My Stash review, like what my thoughts are on it and if I'm going to declutter anything. So I will put that in the cards like normal, so just around here somewhere. But yeah, for now, let's go into my everyday makeup drawer. Come with me, guys. Right, so let's start here in this little acrylic holder. This is where I keep like palettes mainly. So let's start with this Nip and Fab travel palette. I really love this, and this is such a bargain for $3.99. This came from TK Maxx before Christmas. I got this, and I'm really glad I've got it because it is just the ideal travel palette. You've got your highlighter, your blush and your bronzer. So for now I'm going to put that back just because I did actually get a new face palette for my birthday, so I'll show you that at the end of the video. So that one can go back. Let's just put that there. This one can also go back. I think I've had this out now for 2 weeks, or maybe it's just a week. It's the Revolution Beyond Radiance palette, and I've said time and time again how much I love it. I've only really been using this white shade. I used that shade as kind of like a bronze topper, and it looked really nice and natural. I've not used that shade yet, so that can go back. Then we've got my Too Faced chocolate bar palette. I didn't get any use out of this week, and I'll tell you why in a second, but this is part of my project pan. I'm trying to pan 6 shades in 2020, so I'm going to put the video just here in the cards or at the end of the video, so you can check that out if you've not already done so. But yeah, I haven't used that this week. Then we've got this one. This one, guys, I absolutely love. It's the I Heart Makeup Chocolate and Peaches palette, and this is worth every penny. It's only $8.99. It's a dupe for the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, and I do love it. I just wish it had like more variations of peach in it, but I'm fine with it. I do want a palette that's all peach, like different kind of peaches, and you know, peach shimmers, like peach matte shades, but I'm struggling to find that. If you know of one, just leave me a comment down below, will you? I'd really appreciate that. I think it would be unique to the collection. I know they do that Too Faced Peachy Mattes, I think it's called, or something like that, but I don't want an all matte one. And I've got my Revolution Neutrals versus Neutrals, which has quite a few peach toned eyeshadows in it, and then obviously this one as well. Anyway, I've used most of the eyeshadows in this. So today I used Delicious all over the eyelid. Then I used, I'm just trying to think, Lush as a crease shade. Then I used Fine just over the top of that. And I use Taste. This one is really beautiful. It looks smoky, so it's like a brown, I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but it's got like glitter reflex in it as well. The only one I haven't used is this one, which is slightly darker. It looks like it might be a purple type shade. So I wouldn't mind using that tomorrow, and then it can go back in the collection. I'm just going to put this to one side because I have got a couple of palettes in mind that I want to pull for this coming week. Right, so let's put that on there for a second. And then at the back of this is this one. I've been using this quite a lot. It's the PS Bronze Highlight and Glow, but I've not been using it for the highlighters. I've spoke about this before. It's just this shade here, Sundown. I can see me hitting pan on this just because it gives you that really nice dewy like golden goddess look. So you put your like matte bronzer on first and then this one over the top, and it's just beautiful. At first when I got this palette I thought there's no way I can carry that off. I'm just too fair. I mean, look at how fair I am. Yeah, I'm just too fair for that palette. But then I just thought, well, I wonder what it would look like over a matte bronzer. And it looks super pretty. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be able to carry this one off. This one definitely is an eyeshadow, and then these two are really, really nice highlighters mixed together. So this one always stays in here. I want to make some good progress using that palette in 2020. Right, and then this one, we've got about half a bottle left, and I have to tip it up like that because I have to unscrew the cap to get it out. I'm going to put it back in the collection for now. It's the CoverGirl True Blend I2, I think, which is Classic Ivory. I'm kind of like holding on to it, you know, because I don't really have a lot of like shades like this, and this is my true shade, I would say. I have got some ivory shades and they're so much darker than this, like the Essence one, which I'll show you in a second. It's just too dark, so what I have to do is mix this shade in with that. This one to me is more like porcelain. In fact, I think it might, like this shade would probably be a little bit darker than porcelain, but not too much darker. So yeah, I definitely need to use this sparingly, but I've really enjoyed using it this week. Okay, so now we're in the everyday makeup drawer. So highlighters, so this one can go back. It's the Mary Luminizer, and I did get a bit of use, but obviously you can't really tell. I've not used it that much, to be honest, since I bought it, but I did get a bit of use this week. And then this one is a surprise. I honestly thought that I would be decluttering this. So it's the Face Studio Chrome Extreme in Sandstone Shimmer. It really is beautiful, and it doesn't look as dark on the face as what it does look in the pan, so I am going to keep it, but I definitely do want the lighter one. Ignore my shaking hands, guys. I don't know what that's about, probably a little bit of anxiety. So again, we've got this one. I spoke about this on my weekly Shop My Stash review, and I said that I was surprised by it, and that, you know, I can still use it because it did look really nice when I tried it. So what I'm going to do is keep this here with this highlighter stick and just try and get as much use out of it as possible until I have to declutter it. These two blushes can go back. I thought about keeping this one out because I'm still not 100% on it. I might keep this one out, yeah, let's do that. So we'll keep that one out. I know I absolutely adore this one. I've only used it a couple of times this week, but I love it, and it's going nowhere, so we'll put that one back. And then we'll put my Illamasqua one back as well. Don't know if I'll be able to open it, but I have opened this in other videos. Yeah, it just looks like that. So let's put that back. That's just a primer, it shouldn't even be there. Right, so I've said previously that this one is going to get decluttered, so I'm just going to put it back in my blush drawer for now. I'm going to be doing a blusher declutter really soon, so then we'll declutter it then. This tends to stay here, so we'll leave that there. And I really didn't want to put this one back, this Becca Chloe Malika Made with Love by Chloe. But, like I said earlier, I've got a new face palette that I really want to, you know, test out for this week. So that's going back. Isn't she a beauty, guys? I absolutely love this palette. If you've got this palette or the Malika one, let me know your thoughts on it. Just beautiful, worth every penny. There's also this, it's part of my project pan. There isn't that much left in it, so you know, I just need to continue to work on it, and hopefully by the end of the month there won't be anything left and we can put that in empties. Then I've just got to move over here. Right, so now's the powders. So we're going to be putting this e.l.f. finishing powder away. This Rimmel Stay Matte can go as well. There's certainly more products going away than there was last week. That's the foundation I've been using with the CoverGirl one. Can you see how much darker it is? This one is True Ivory, I think. No, Fresh Ivory in the shade 10. It is the lightest one Essence do, and I just think it's far too dark for such a pale girl like me. I don't know why they just can't bring, you know, a few more shades out of this. I mean, I would love them to bring Porcelain out. This foundation is a really good foundation. I love it. It's really dewy, which is what I really like at the moment, and I can only wear it when I mix it with that one. Look at the difference. They're both supposed to be ivory, but just look at the difference of the shades. That one's more pink tone, that one's more yellow toned. Then we have got this Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, is it? I always forget the name. Yeah, Secret Brightening Powder in the shade 1. That can go back. This one is staying in just because it's part of Project Pan, so just put that there for a second. This is also part of Project Pan. Really, really love this concealer, guys. It's worth every penny and it's like £3, so I'll definitely be getting more of that when I run out. This is part of Project Pan. I think I like it, you know. I've only had it a couple of... I'm sick of shaking now. I've only had it a couple of weeks. But yeah, the only thing is it is a really wet formula, and sometimes, you know, it's a little bit too wet. It kind of like gets on my brow bone and things like that, and underneath my lashes. So I don't like that about it. This is going to be staying in. I've not decided if it's Project Pan or anything, but I do want to use it for a few more times before I put it back. I think I'm going to keep this in an extra week. I did use it, but I only used it a couple of times. This is Project Pan, so this is another mascara. I just layer that on top of the Primark one. And then all this stays the same, so it's pointless going into that. Oh, and this one needs to go back as well. It's the I Heart Revolution. I think it's just peach. Yeah, peach scented baking powder. I don't use it to bake, I just use it as a powder. So let's pop them back. So this is what it looks like. It looks reasonably empty today, just because we have taken a lot out. So we've taken all that out. All that needs to go back. Let me just move this a sec. And I'll put this palette just back in here. Just until we've got the other palettes. I do want to pull 2 palettes. So yeah, let's go into my collection and start pulling some new makeup. So yeah, I'm gonna put all this back first, and then I'll take you over and we can start pulling some new makeup for this week. Right, so let's look at the powders. We definitely need to be pulling a couple of powders here, so let's pull the e.l.f. one. I've only got 2 under eye setting powders, which is the e.l.f. one and the Laura Mercier, and I like to rotate them, just get equal use out of them. So yeah, let's pull that one. What I want to do is, what I've been doing is pulling a pressed one. I know it's a bit extra, pulling a pressed one. I don't know about this one. I mean, last time I used it, it seemed fine. It seemed really smooth. So I want to test it and see what I think. It's the MUA Skin Define Hydro Powder. I've had this quite a while, so it might be getting decluttered. So we'll pull that, and then we'll also pull the next one up. The loose powder, which is up next. Which isn't that one, because I know I've used that recently. I've used Too Faced recently as well. I don't have that many, loose powders. I'm just wondering if I've used NYX recently. We'll pull NYX as well. And then, right, so we've got 3 powders for the week. That one does not even fit in. I cannot buy powders until I've used some of these up. There's a lot of powders on the market that I was thinking about getting, but I don't want any more storage than that, and also it won't fit. So we won't be doing that. Bronzers, I'm just trying to think. There is no bronzer in that face palette, so we do need to pull something. Let me sit down. What's up next? This one is quite a good one, and this one is the Physicians Formula, so we'll pull that one. Do I want to pull 2? Yeah, just to try and... No, we'll just work on one. One for a week is more than enough. There is blushes and highlighters in that face palette, but I do want to test this one a little bit more, just because I'm not sure I want to keep it, guys. If I don't like it after this week, it's going on Depop, and I'll sell it for really cheap, just because I barely used it. So that's that one. And I'm not too sure whether I want to pull a blush. No, you get 3 blushes in that face palette and 3 highlighters, so that's more than enough. And that's that. So that's everything there. Just giving you a bit of a close-up. Oh, I need to pull this. So I got this recently, and everyone's been raving about this on YouTube, so I want to know what the big deal is. And it's the what's this called? Missa Perfect Cover BB Cream. I'm sure I first saw this on Bailey Lane's channel. Not 100%, but I am sure I did. It's in the shade number 13, and it's got an SPF of 42, guys. That's amazing. And you know, it's meant to be like extra coverage BB cream. I do have a BB cream, but it's a Rimmel one, and I saw this in TK Maxx for $6.99, so I thought I'd pick it up and do a try it Thursday with it. So I'll be doing that tomorrow, and just seeing what I think, see how it wears, like doing the wear test. So yeah, we'll do that tomorrow, and we'll talk about it on camera. So that's that. I will still be pulling foundations, because that is just to do that first impressions, try it Thursday, wear test. So I will be doing that. And then nothing else out of here do I wanna bring in. So let's go down to the next drawer. Last week I was actually thinking, before I got this face palette, of bringing this in. I got this before Christmas, and it's the Duo Light Highlight 9 colour palette from BH Cosmetics, but I might have to use this next week, just because the palette that I want to use for this week looks absolutely stunning, and this looks stunning as well. But yeah, I just feel like I want to use the face palette that I got for my birthday more. So let's put this one back. I honestly don't think I want to use anything out of here, just because I've got blushers, highlighters in that face palette, so I don't really need anything from here. What I might do is might I might pull the other Beyond Radiance palette and use that. So this one is just called Radiance, sorry. And I've used this a lot more, and this one looks a lot darker than the other kind of shade, so you could probably use that as a radiant shade for bronzer. So let's pull her. But yeah, that's everything. I need to find the box for this Becca palette. It'll be around somewhere. I need to tidy my room, so yeah, I'll find it, just because I don't want to get scratches on it. And that one's in the box at the back. I'll probably pull that one next week. So yeah, this is what all my face palettes look like. It's a little bit insane. All my smaller ones are back here. Right, so let's go. I don't think we're pulling anything from here. I might be wrong. I don't think we are this week. Right, so as I've been saying for a while now, I want to test all my I Heart Revolution chocolate bars, just so I can give a review on the ones that I've got. I think I've got about 7 in the collection, and I think I've only got about 2 more to test. And I was going to use this one. I've never used this one before, and it is the I Heart Makeup Golden Bar. I'll open it up so you can see what it looks like. All I've ever done is swatch it. I mean, that's what it looks like. It's so pretty. But then I thought, well, Valentine's Day is coming up, so why don't you try and find something that has rosier tones in it? And I really like this palette, and I've not used it in such a long time. And there's a lot of like foiled eyeshadows in here, so I thought I'll pull this one instead, with it being Valentine's Day. So yeah, we'll pull that one, but there is also another one that I want to pull because it is Valentine's Day, and more for like those romantic shades. I've just remembered, guys, we haven't pulled any foundation. Right, so we've got one, so I just need another one, and I would really like a dewy one. I don't think this... Oh, actually, we've got the City Radiance one, which is quite nice. Let's pull this one. It's the Bourjois City Radiance. So we've got 2, and we've got the BB cream. That's more than enough. This was the other BB cream I was talking about. It's okay. I don't really rate it that much. I just want to use it up now. It's about there, and then I can get it out of the collection. I normally save that for like spring and summer when I don't want to wear so much on my face, just because of the heat. But yeah, that's that. I don't think I want to pull anything out of here. I've got an illuminator, like I've got a hydrating moisturiser, so I don't need anything out of here. I've got a concealer that I'm working on, so yeah, we'll leave that as it is. I was saying to you before, I do want to pull a romantic palette, something that looks gorgeous on the eyes, and also I need to test it again, just because I have had it a while, and this Naked Free is just making me want to use it. I tested it last night, and yeah, I just thought I would pull it again, and see what I think about it, and if I don't like it anymore, again, it will be decluttered. It's been on the chopping block before, but I love the look that I came up with that much that I've kept it in the collection. So we've got 2 palettes. Well, we've got 3 really. There's just one eyeshadow look I want to do with that, and then that will go back in the collection. And that's it. So what I need to do now is show you the products that I got for my birthday. This is Lead Flat here, this Revolution and Imagination palette, just because I've hit quite a significant pan on one of the powders, and I've had to scrape it off just so I can get as much powder out of it as possible. So I've just left it there. I don't want to stand it upright, so the powder will go everywhere. But yeah, this is everything. So let's go and so let's show you what I got for my birthday. So the first thing is this stunning headband. I like to wear things like this when I'm doing videos for YouTube, like just to tie my hair back out of my face when I'm putting makeup on, and it is gorgeous. It's right up my street. It's really cutesy. I love Disney, and I especially love Minnie Mouse, and I love Disneyland. I'll hopefully be going again at the end of the year with my mum this time, but yeah, I can't wait to wear that. So yeah, there is that. So you'll see that in videos coming very, very soon. And then, right, so up next is this beautiful palette. I've seen this in Primark for such a long time, for a good couple of months, and I did want it, but I kept bypassing it just because I have got so many face palettes. You've seen my face palette drawer, I have got a lot, but this one looks really, really beautiful, and I love like the marble effect on the front of it. I mean, that sold it to me even without actually having a look at what the product is inside. And I do an eyeshadow palette to match it, but I don't need any more eyeshadow palettes. I don't need a face palette really, but I did get some money from my birthday and I got this. It's beautiful. I'm going to do some swatches. So it is by Primark. It's a PS Beauty line, and it is called Summer Stern Face Palette, and it's like a white and pink marble effect at the front. And then inside you get a big mirror, which is always handy, isn't it? And then you get 3 highlighters, and they do look glittery there. If the camera's even going to pick it up, they do look glittery, but they're not glittery at all. I made sure of that when I did the swatches in store. And then you get 3 blushes there. So shall we just go ahead and swatch them quickly? So this one here is called Thunder. I'm going to swatch them a couple of times because the lighting might not pick it up. Then the more goldy tone is called Cloud. So you can see there that they look like they've got glitter in. I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up, but that one there certainly doesn't. I think what it is it's a glitter spray, and then when you obviously use it, that just comes away like a lot of highlighters. This gold one might be too dark for my skin tone. And then the more pinky tone at the end is called Blizzard. Sorry if I'm blinding you, that's called Blizzard. Right, I'm hoping these are really going to show up. So, Thunder there. Then we've got, let me put that down for a minute. So, Thunder, Cloud and Blizzard. So they're all very much weather related. Do I have some wipes? Right, let me get some. Right, instead of some wipes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to swatch the blushes so you can see everything together, hopefully. Right, so this blusher is called Humid. I don't think that's really my tone of blush, to be honest. I got it for more of the peachy tone blushes in here. And really the highlighters, let's be honest. I mean, the highlighters look amazing. I'll swatch these a couple of times as well, just so you can see them. Right, so that is, I keep forgetting the names, I need to keep this plastic. That's Humid. Just bear in mind I have swatched that twice, so it's not as pigmented. They are pretty pigmented blushers. Then we've got Degrees, which is there, which is the more peachy one. They're really smooth, guys. This reminds me of a kind of like a more higher end palette. It doesn't remind me of a palette that Primark would bring out. I mean, Primark's makeup, they bring out some pretty great palettes, don't they? I mean, it's hit and miss a lot of the time as well, but yeah, all in all, with the products, I tend to like them. So that's that one. What's that? Degracia. So that's that. And then the last one is called Dewy, and I think this is like a radiant blush. All I've been doing today is swatching these. Swatched them at my mum's as soon as I got it. It's gonna get a lot of use. Yeah, that one's more dewy than the rest of them. So let's put the plastic down so I can tell you again. Right, so Thunder, Cloud, Blizzard, they're the highlighters. The blushes are called Humid, Degree, them two are mattes, and then this one here, they look pretty similar, don't they, in tone. This one at the end is called Dewy, and I can see why, because it is quite a dewy blush. But yeah, guys, I am in love with this. This palette, by the way, retails for £7 at Primark, and the eyeshadow palette which goes along with it is £8, but I didn't get that just because I don't want another eyeshadow palette in the collection. Unless it's something pretty spectacular, I'm just going to say no to eyeshadow palettes. That's what I've decided. And to be honest, I didn't need this, but how can you say no to that? Right, so that's that, and I think the rest of the things were clothes. So I'm going to take them out of these. I'm going to have to wipe my fingers down. Right, so I got a pair of jeans, a new pair of jeans, just because I seriously don't have any jeans, guys, and I needed some new ones. These ones, let's just turn them round so you can see. These ones, I really like them. The high-waisted ones, and they've got buttons here. So yeah, I really like them. They're a bit too big because I didn't know what size to get. But yeah, with a belt, I think they'll be more than okay. So I got those. Up next is this top. This came from Primark, and it's the Riverdale top, and it just says River Vixens Riverdale on it. Don't know if you're going to be able to see it. So Riverdale, River Vixens. I really love that top. Can't wait to wear it. I love all these tops. I ended up with 4 tops for my birthday, and it's a good job because I don't really have a lot of jumpers. Jumpers and jeans are what I need. I have like everything else, so yeah, I'm okay now. I'll be okay for a while, but the focus is less makeup, more clothing, just because I don't have a lot. So up next is this one. I really love this colour. It looks really good on. And it's like, well, it's not like, it's a mustard shade. So yeah, it's just like a plain jumper. It's kind of cropped. It goes up to like waist level, but it's not too short. And if you've got high-waisted jeans on, it looks amazing. So yeah, really like that. I don't know if I said, but that came from Primark as well. Then my mum got me this. I love this jumper. Absolutely love it. I chose them, by the way. But look at that. It's got leopard prints on it. And it's like got yellow on it and blue there, and it's perfect for like even spring and summer. In the UK we have bad weather all year round. We get a few weeks of sun, so these are perfect for me. And then it's like blue at the bottom as well. I will take some pictures on Instagram and probably post some pictures on a future video as well, so you can see what they look like on. But yeah, really love that. Then I got another one, another leopard print one. I don't know what it is about me lately, but I'm really getting into leopard print. I didn't used to like leopard print so much. That's my mum's deal, you know, she loves leopard print, but me, I was like, not too sure about it. This one is absolutely stunning as well. So that's what it looks like, and then it's like a chevron type jumper, and I've seen one like this in Matalan, and the only difference is it's got a hoodie on it. And I was going to buy that as well, but I just thought to myself, why buy two tops that are pretty much similar? It's just pointless, so I'm not going to do that now. Save myself a little bit of money, and I don't need any more jumpers. Like I said, I did actually get 4 in the end, and I think that's more than enough. So up next is just a Multi Cosmetics sharpener. This is really good value. It was only £1.50, and the reason I've got this is I do have a MAC one. I'm always using it. I've had it a long time, probably about 4 years, and I think the blade's gone on the like smaller section. It is a duo one, so I think that blade's gone, so I bought this one, and I just thought to myself, if it's any good, I'll probably go back and get another one, because those MAC ones and like higher end brands that do them, they're like £15 to £20, and you do get like 2 jumbo size pencil sharpeners there, and then 3 smaller sections here. So I think it really is good value, but whether it will be, you know, it might not work out, so I'll see about that. And I was like, for ages I was figuring out how to even open it. So you obviously get that plastic thing that goes on the top, that's fine, and then let's see if I can do it this time. And then here, which is completely black, it doesn't even look like it's going to open. That's where obviously you sharpen your pencils. But yeah, it was a little bit of the boggling the mind. So I got that. And I also got another one of these lipsticks. These lipsticks, guys, are stunning, and they're only like £2. I got Desire a few weeks back, and then this one is called Vintage. It's such a beautiful colour. I'm just going to swatch it on my hand. It really is a beautiful shade. So that's what it looks like. When it's dried down a little bit, I'll show you what it looks like. I'll just show you now actually, but look at that shade, isn't it beautiful? I'm sure I've got shades similar like that. It could be in a bullet form lipstick. I thought Queen Bee was similar to it, but it's not, it's much lighter. Then it's kind of like goodies and treats, and this is why I wanted to film this video now, because I am an absolute one for like eating things before I film. So a few things off my mum that she knows I actually really like, and the first thing is crisps. I am a menace when it comes to crisps, honestly guys. I can leave chocolate, I can leave biscuits, but I really struggle with crisps. And you know, I'm trying to diet at the moment, and what does she do? Goes and buys me my favourite crisps. They're just these golden ones there, fully flavoured cheese and onion 6-pack, and I think I'll save them for the weekend when I can have a treat. Just because I am trying to diet at the moment, I'm trying to lose a bit of weight, and just because like sleep apnea can be a weight thing. I've said this before in a video, and I am going to see the sleep clinic specialist at the end of the month, so that can be determined on your weight. I mean, I'm not obese or anything, I'm not really overweight, but I would like to lose, I don't know, a couple of stones or something. But yeah, she got me them. And then to follow that, another favourite, Ferrero Rocher. Oh, these are so good. I've not had these. For Christmas she got me some Lindor ones, and then I've not had these probably since the Christmas before offer, and just smelling them is making me want to eat them. But yeah, I really love these. Oh my gosh, the expiry date on it is April. I know we're only in February, but normally you get longer to eat them. It's neither here nor there because obviously they'll be gone by then. But yeah, 21st of February 20. But yeah, they'll have to get eaten. And then some alcohol. Right, so she knows I really love Baileys, and this, I don't know how this one is, but Morrison's do a really good dupe for it. It's not as strong. I love Baileys, but it is quite strong, or I think it's strong just because I don't have spirits that much. The spirit that I tend to have is either Malibu or gin, and I've not had gin for a while. Malibu I had like probably at the weekend a couple of glasses, and I've never actually tried this one before. This one is called Smooth and Creamy Derry's Country Cream, and it says product of Ireland, and it is supposed to be a dupe of the Baileys, and I just want to see if it's as nice as the one from Morrison's. What I tend to do when I don't want to drink, I tend to make a coffee, like a latte or something like that, and I put a little bit of this in. When I say a little bit, it's probably about that much. But yeah, I'm looking forward to trying that. And that's everything, guys. That's all the gifts that I got for my birthday. Really appreciative of everything that I've got there.